And we are live. And it's time to continue. I mean the fish collection, but it's also Formula 1 weekend, or is it's Thursday. So in 22 hours it's Friday, and then the the practice. Let's see, when will the practice happen? Let's see. And also, yeah, Formula 2, Formula 3 will also happen. Let's see how many hours is this. In 1 day and 11 hours. The first practice will happen in Formula 1. Can we go back and see when Formula 2, Formula 3 will be? Formula 2 will be in 1 day and 13, maybe you can say 14 hours. Will qualifying happen? And let's see, Formula 3 will happen in 1 day and 13 hours. Will the qualifying happen? So let's see. And people who cares, in the car in 2 days and 21 hours, and the race will happen in 3 days and 21 hours. You can say 22 hours, 3 days and 22 hours. But yeah, so yeah, so Autosport, I made one clip. F1 performance reset Spanish Grand Prix race preview 2024, and then we have P1, our prediction for the 2024 Spanish Grand Prix. But like always, we will start by collecting at least one fish before we start the stuff. And let's see how many fish have been collected. 1,589. Uh, 1,589. Fuck, skeleton. Nope. Yeah, let's start. We will 100% get over 1,600, but how much? I don't know. And then after the stream I will be counting every fish to make sure if I done any wrong counting. Apparently I did it another time. So let's see, can we get one more fish for the collection? That looked like one. Yeah, one more fish. And black fish, blockfish, black and white. Let's see. We do one more trip. One more trip. We go around the base one time, and then we can start reaction on Autosport and P1 on the Spanish Grand Prix. And let's see if they are also coping that the Mercedes will be good. I mean, I really hoping that they will be equally bad as they have been the past 3 years. I mean, it will be so funny. After the Canadian Grand Prix, they are talking how they have fixed the car. They know what to do now. The car is so much better. They can start fighting for stuff. Then they are bad again. And also I hope Ferrari will be up there again. The Canadian Grand Prix will be like Mercedes. It's only one time race this will happen. The rest will go back to how it was before. So Red Bull on the top, then Ferrari and McLaren after. And hopefully Perez will be up there also. Or more or less be behind at least. Let's see, what will that be? Yeah, P6? Yeah, P6. Okay, we have done one trip around. So let's start. First we have Autosport. Let's see what they have to say. Oh my god, so loud.
It's time for Formula 1 to return back to Europe for the 10th round of the...
Yeah, and it's time to show how bad Mercedes actually are. And I mean, please let that happen. I just wanna see so many people that are talking about machines being good and then they are bad again. All the progress they had is just vanished. Machines don't
the
have any
2024
progress now.
Formula 1 season, and the travelling circus returns to a circuit known by teams and fans alike. We're back in Barcelona for the Spanish Grand Prix in the first of 3. It's a triple header as the season starts to ramp up. Well, there's been plenty...
And that will also be shown. Where is Perez in the Red Bull? Because how it sounds like the 3 now triple headed races, they will work. They will go back to when Red Bull is the best, or when the car can be without any problems. So it will be, I hoping Perez can be back on a podium. Maybe, I mean, that would be amazing. 1-2 for Red Bull again.
news going on off track as well, so let's get to that and the Grand Prix itself. And
or maybe even more interesting, 2-3. Maybe Leclerc or maybe Lando Norris can win a race, and then Max Verstappen P2 and Perez P3. Or even more interesting, Perez succeed to win a race. Maybe just Verstappen will start complaining again.
Delighted to have Philip Clearen with us and making his debut. Yes, a new face, a new voice for us. Ben Hunt is here as well. Gentlemen, welcome.
Thanks for having me, Bryn.
Thank you very much indeed. Very kind of you to invite me on today.
Well, it's our pleasure, I think. We'll find out in due course, of course. Now, let's get straight
What
to all the
fuck? What do you mean?
news.
That's
And we've got
mean.
quite a lot of news to get through. And this is a big exclusive story that John Noble wrote, actually, on our very own Autosport.com. This is understanding that Alpine may be dropping their...
Oh yeah, fuck me. Yeah, I read I think I read it. Was something information I got. That Alpine will maybe not having the Renault engine in their cars. I mean, that would be, I mean, you can say a good thing. Your engine will actually be good. But what does that say about your overall team? I mean, your overall team, eller works team. If you drop your own engine. Is it really so hard to just make it good? Maybe that's sponsored with Cadillac, maybe can happen earlier. But yeah, this is, I mean, if this happened, that's, I mean, wow. How further down have Renault / Alpine fallen if this happened?
Their engine program for 2026 and looking for a new engine supplier. This is ahead of the new regulations, of course. How has it gotten to this stage for
Yeah, actually, how the fuck have that went so bad? I mean, like, that this can maybe be a possibility. Alpine doesn't want their Renault engine. Man, the team doesn't do any good.
How has it gotten to this stage for Alpine, gents? Who wants to come on this? Maybe Phil start? How's it got to this stage and where do they go from here?
Well, how did they get
Man, they can maybe go to Cadillac.
to this stage? I suppose if they need a new engine, that means that their 2026 engine was not very good, was it? So otherwise they wouldn't have done so.
Although 26. Well, you can say the 2022, 23, 24, 25 have been bad. So 26 maybe will also be bad.
Obviously, it's a massive investment to build these engines. So if you already know you're going to be on the back foot, then it doesn't, I suppose, make a lot of sense to keep going and keep pouring millions into it. If you know, by regulation, they can get another engine from one of the different manufacturers. So yeah, it's just one of those things where, you know, things just don't seem to be working very well at Alpine. We've long heard about this difficulty working together between the French and English factories, the chassis in Ensign and the power unit in France, in Viry-Châtillon. And, you know, I suppose if you want to save the program and you don't think the engine's going to be any good, then you might want to just focus on the chassis side on one factory and then just bring in a customer engine. And we've seen with McLaren that you can be competitive with, for example, a Mercedes supply in the back. So.
Dropping an engine program.
But that's the question. If they drop their engine, who will they take instead? Will they take maybe the Honda engine? Or will they go to the Ford engine? I mean, they can maybe be safe and take the Mercedes. But maybe maybe they can get a better deal with the Honda. Well, who knows?
Though, Ben, it's quite an extreme move, especially this far out from 2026.
Yeah, it just feeds into the general picture of chaos, doesn't it, at Alpine at the moment? Everything's going wrong. Disgruntled drivers.
I just realized something. All the doomsday talk about the Red Bull. How the Red Bull will get destroyed and the team will just go under and everything. It looked like Alpine will go under before that. And they have not been in this fucking doomsday talk. Like, what the fuck?
You know, even the Le Mans project backfiring as it did. You know, lots of problems. A wider issue with the brand identity as to Alpine itself. You know, lots going on. Lots of people being made redundant.
Oh, maybe they will... if Mick Schumacher maybe be part of the Alpine team. Maybe Audi can be an engine for them. one more German can drive the German
and
engine.
experienced staff. It's not a very happy ship, it seems. To cut their losses now at this point is, you could argue it's wise to do it now before they start spending any money, and as Philip said. But of course, the difficulty is now finding a replacement. Who are they going to go with? The rules. I read John's piece and I was bamboozled by the equation, which obviously dictates as to what the current suppliers have to do and what they're responsible for. So, it's looking like Honda would be potentially a smart choice, but Mercedes would also be an option, providing Mercedes say that they're able to do so. I think it's just a difficult prospect for the team to be going into, a new set of regulations with so much uncertainty. It doesn't help the chassis side, what's going on in the UK, not knowing what's going on in France.
Yeah, the equation is very, very tricky to get your head around. If you haven't read the article just yet, go to autosport.com and have a look, and then prepare to have your mind blown. I think I went cross-eyed about 4 times. They crossed and uncrossed. It was like a scene from a film. I won't mention. totally undifferent.
Basically, the gist of it is, with Alpine as a manufacturer, a power unit manufacturer, the maximum supply of power units is 3 per manufacturer. But if they drop out, that goes to 4. So, for example, Mercedes, they're at 3 now. They could go to 4 if Alpine drop out. So, basically, every manufacturer is on the table in theory.
Yeah, and thank you very much for clarifying that, because it's one of these things that if Alpine drop out, then the minimum number goes up, and therefore Mercedes could, in theory, be supplying 4 teams, including themselves, to 2026, which would be, well, a coup for them, wouldn't it? They'd be making a nice return on that, I'm sure. So the thought process is Honda or Mercedes if Alpine do decide to go down this route. Is that where we're going, Ben?
I think that's probably the logical choice, yeah. There's a little bit of unknown, isn't there, over Red Bull's...
Oh, let's see. What the fuck do you say? Honda or...
there's...
I'm sure. So the thought process is Honda or Mercedes if Alpine...
I hope for Honda. Spotty, yellow, light blue. So 1 more fish for the collection. But why not Ferrari? That would be something.
Do decide to go down this route. Is that where we're going, Ben?
I think that's probably the logical choice, yeah. There's a little bit of unknown, isn't there, over Red Bull's engine department. At least you've got a known quantity in Honda and definitely Mercedes. So I think Mercedes would be their preferred choice. We know from history, that they work very hard, and their engine division is obviously very up to speed. We saw what happened with the change of regulations last time. So it makes a lot of...
True. But why are... it doesn't matter how good engine you make if the rest of the car is shit, right? Just look how the car is now.
Sense for them to go down that route.
Yeah. Now, another story that has come out that I think has been whetting the appetite of many is this super license story. Now, this is the FIA's name.
Antonelli. People in IndyCar doesn't like that. The stuff that apparently maybe will or will not happen. Now, what I believe will happen with Antonelli is the paperwork to prove him as a Formula 1 driver maybe will start earlier than it maybe should or could happen. But when all the papers will be signed, will probably be could still happen after he has the right age.
Announced changes to the super license system. Potentially, and it's very much potentially, granting a super license to 17-year-olds. Now, there are some stipulations that they must show, and I'm going to read this so I get it right. Exceptional maturity in single-seater junior racing. That's quite a vague...
Yes.
Isn't it? It's quite a vague ruling just there. But this could let Kimi Antonelli into a Formula 1 car immediately rather than waiting for his 18th birthday in September. So what are your thoughts on the changes, and what are our thoughts on this wording? Start with you, Ben.
It's typical, isn't it? The ambiguity with the wording. You know, it
Maybe.
kind of gives everyone a little bit of an exit. Or an entrance into a Formula One, depending on how the FIA see fit.
One more fish
I
for the
think it needs
collection.
tidying up, doesn't it? That phrase.
100%
In
cyan.
terms of the general
Nope.
picture of Antonelli,
Little light blue
for me,
cyan.
the bigger issue is where this pressure has come from. You know, no one's willing to put their hand up and say it was us. We wanted the rules changed because of this. And of course, it's only a couple of months away anyway, so it's quite a strange timing for it to be done. I remember there were rumours around the Miami Grand Prix that it may have been Williams, may have been Mercedes. We still don't know at this stage. And as I say, we've only got a couple of months to his birthday anyway, and
Nope.
I don't know if it looks like he's going to be replacing anyone soon anyway, given what's going on next year. So, yeah, quite a strange decision to do so. You know, the FA didn't make a song and dance about it. They changed the rules quietly, didn't tell anyone. And, yeah, as usual, we found out, and, you know, people started putting bits together and making stories of it.
Phil, it would be interesting though, because it does potentially open the door to someone like Antonelli stepping into a Formula One car before his birthday. There are quite a few Grand Prix before his birthday in September.
No! No time.
Potentially, I mean,
But that's so, like, but do Williams really want Antonelli so much in the car? Oh, Trident. They feel so, like, his Sargent's performance so badly that, god damn it, that Antonelli in the car is much better. God damn it, it should be so fucking hard. Like they're throwing them so much. No Trident. Also, one more fish for the collection. Light grey green spotty. Yeah, let's
I mean,
continue.
Mercedes have always said like we have no interest in letting Antonelli drive in
Oh, one
F1
more.
before his 18th birthday. He needs to focus on F2. Doesn't mean he can't do an FP1 session, but then at the
Cyan
same
green
time, every
flopper.
race before his 18th birthday is an F2 weekend as well. So, do you want him to do both at the same time? I'm not sure. And it's the ball in Mercedes' camp. It's he's their driver, and they can decide if they are going to use this clause at all or not.
Yeah, it's their ball, isn't it? And they'll do with it as they please, Ben.
Yeah, it's also up to, you know, strange what Williams want to do, because if they were interested in taking him in, you know, football term on loan like they did with George, it's difficult to see what they would gain in such a short amount of space, you know, between now and the end of the season.
Yeah, and I mean, that's I would believe, make it so weird why Williams would take him. It's like Mercedes wouldn't necessary. What can you say? I mean, the deal for him just being Williams the rest of the season. I mean, will he actually learn enough? So when he go to Mercedes, he would be better off have been in Williams than not. Or will it just be better for him? Keep doing the Formula 2 and then just have not learn anything about how Williams do stuff and just learn everything that he actually need, and that's all the stuff Mercedes do stuff. So it will not be this learning stuff again. So I mean, it could happen that he will get promoted into Williams this year, but man, it's so weird.
And, you know, potentially as a replacement for Logan Sargent. So, you know, they don't really want to be
And
doing...
also, is Logan Sargent really that bad? I mean, I would say I wouldn't have put him in the car in the first place. But now he is in the car. I mean, at least keep him. I mean, he can maybe get 1 point more. Or, I mean, he first point this season, a second time scoring point position in his Formula career. It could happen. Not likely, but it could. And with the Antonelli, I mean, he can do a better job, but he can also do sometimes a worse job.
In that prep work for Mercedes, do they? They want to be thinking of the long-term future of their own team. So I'm not too sure thinking about.
And also the future for Mercedes. I mean, it still would be so funny if all this talk Toto Wolff have like this future for Mercedes, Antonelli will be. But then after 2 years, after the 2026 season, Antonelli leaves the team for another team because how bad the team is. I mean, first Lewis Hamilton leaves and then Antonelli leaves. And still they have George Russell that's still driving a bad car. Man, that would be so depressing for him.
Behind it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you say, it's so soon between now and his birthday, so maybe it's a story that's developed that doesn't really mean much to many people. But let's watch this space, as we always have to do. Now, driver market. Driver market is something that dominated our earlier podcasts and videos earlier in the season.
Yeah, Mick Schumacher and Jürgen Jutt to Alpine. No, fucking like this race. I'm really hoping that I mean, Jack Doohan, why him? I mean, I believe much more Mick Schumacher can get the promotion, or at least Jürgen Jutt. But Jack Doohan, fuck. I mean, the possibilities if Jürgen Jutt joins Alpine. I mean, the Chinese investment for the team. Maybe a rich man that owns Geely buys Alpina. And then he changed the name to Lotus. Lotus F1 team. Wouldn't that be amazing thing? So we have a Chinese team with the Lotus name. And it's, I mean, it's the perfect color for the car now, because how much carbon the cars use now. So we can have the black Lotus with some, let's see. I mean, it should be gold, I believe. Can we find? God damn it! Where do we have it? Lotus. Oh my god, spelling the name. Can I fuck that up? Lotus F1. And something they could do. Here we have it. So we have gold, black and golden. So I mean, this will be perfect. Lots of carbon, and then you have some golden. The future of the Alpine. I mean, they were the Lotus before they become Alpine. It was Benetton, Renault, Lotus, and I don't know, and now Alpine. Let's see, what more? I had something more. God damn it. I forgot. We need to remove the egg. The fuck, there an egg on me? Okay, will you get maybe a friend? Nope. Okay, continue.
And it's sort of dipped away a little bit in more recent times. But Valtteri Bottas has said that he's confident that he's going to stay in Formula 1 in 2025.
I mean, he could stay, but man, I feel like he should maybe. I feel like he's in Kimi Räikkönen end era. He can maybe still be in Formula 1, but nothing interesting will happen. So maybe he should leave than staying in Formula 1. I mean, he can do so much biking if he does not stay in Formula 1. And if he leaves, maybe Drugovic can get a seat in Formula 1. So we can see if he should have got the seat instead of Logan Sargent. Or yeah, who more? Drugovic. I don't know that Jürgen Yu can maybe stay, or Mick Schumacher can join if Bottas also leave.
He could stay at Kick Sauber. There's maybe the possibility of going off to Williams. Where do we see him going, or where do you guys see him going, and where do you think he should go? Maybe that's a different question,
should leave.
Phil.
It's a difficult one because it seems like he's not the first choice at any of the outfits that are available.
I wonder why. Is it because he's so good? I mean, like I've heard many people say, he have won so many races. So he have, and he's been in Mercedes, so his quality, his knowledge for a team is so good, and then nobody wants him. Like, okay, doesn't that say that he isn't that good?
I mean, he's been in talks with Alpine, with Williams. Obviously, Haas has a seat in theory, and he could still remain at Sauber and Audi if they don't get to land Sainz. But it seems like Sainz is the first option everywhere.
Oh yeah, that information I heard. If Audi / Stake F1 team Kick Sauber doesn't get color signs, maybe Gasly can be promoted to that team. And if that happen, I mean, that will say, I would say, will maybe be the perfect thing that can happen. Color signs doesn't join Audi because Andrew Newey joins Williams. They make color signs when I join Williams. Williams Racing. That makes so Gasly can join Audi, or in this case take F1 team Kick Sauber before they become Audi. Then Alpine have 2 seats open. Then Mick Schumacher and Jürgen Yu can both join the Alpine team. Then we, in my opinion, the amazing thing, we get Mick Schumacher back in Formula 1. And the future Chinese buyout to Lotus can also happen because Jürgen Yu is also in Alpine. And then even further in the future, one more fish for the collection. When Lotus and Jürgen Yu have started up the team, when Beganovic finally do maybe really good performance in Formula 2, Formula 3 and Formula 2, and the end goal is now Formula 1. Maybe a lot of sponsor with Volvo can happen. That also owns by Geely. So then we have Lotus and Volvo from Geely in Formula 1. And even more fun with that, can maybe Volvo makes the car, engine for Lotus. So we have a Volvo engine in a Lotus car. And that promotion Geely can make, or promotion, Yeah, would you say promotion? Or ads? Yeah, whatever you can call it. Jag menar, they will promote in their own stuff they owns. I mean, that will be the dream. Will it happen? Probably not. And Bottas will probably still stay in Formula 1. No dreams will happen in Formula 1.
And so he doesn't seem to have his own destiny in his own hands at this point.
Yeah, his
So where
biking dream, hopefully.
should he go? It really depends on what Carlos Sainz does. He gets to decide between Williams and Sauber. So I imagine Valtteri will be slotting in wherever Sainz doesn't go.
Yeah, I agree with Phil. I think that Sainz is the big piece.
And also Kevin Magnussen, I don't believe that he will also be in Formula 1 after 2025. One more fish for the collection. Yellow, black, spotty.
Piece in that jigsaw once he makes up his mind.
And there I would say, if Haas get Oliver Bearman in the next seat and they take on Esteban Ocon, then I 100% believe Kevin Magnussen will not be in Formula 1 anymore. So instead of a race ban that I and maybe some more people want him to get, he will get a race ban season, eller season ban, and probably never will be back in Formula 1 after that.
I think then everyone else has to fall into line. I think Valtteri probably would fancy a go at Williams, wouldn't he, from what we're hearing about the Mercedes engine for 26, and obviously be quite fitting to come full circle back to the team he started.
No, come on. Drogovic will be so much more fun than fucking Bottas. And then when Williams become better, they can start have the amazing blue and yellow livery they once had.
Started with, I think that would probably be his dream scenario, but like we say, it kind of depends on what Carlos Sainz does.
Yeah, the problem here is just that you don't know. You don't know who's going to be good in 26. So it's all about whispers and just confidence in the people that are building the projects and the power units. And clearly, the fact that Carlos still hasn't signed for Sauber suggests that he's not entirely convinced that that's the way to go. And if you look at Sauber this year and how they're performing, it's easy to see why Williams seem to be in more of an upwards trajectory compared to them. And the Audi power unit, another question mark. If you go with Williams and their Mercedes engines, that is probably a question mark that you can eliminate, because they'll probably be right there with all the experience that they have. So it seems like Carlos should probably go for Williams, in my opinion. And then Valtteri, either he gets a say, or do you want to go to Alpine with everything that's going on there? That's
that could be something funny. If Carlos Sainz goes to Williams, then we have a German and a French in the team. Man, maybe some World War II flashback can maybe happen. How a German and someone from France will fight each other. Or maybe even more interesting, you can see it's Audi as the occupied force that are forcing France to do what they ever want. Also, one more fish for the collection. Dasher, red, orange.
Yeah, Esteban Ocon didn't want to be there. That's pretty obvious. So, that's not the most attractive option either, it seems.
We are getting ready for this Spanish Grand Prix.
That I will also say. Esteban Ocon, I feel like only Haas, because they already have Kevin Magnussen, is only the team that would want to have someone like Esteban Ocon. So if Haas doesn't take Esteban Ocon, I feel like Esteban Ocon will not be in Williams or Audi. Because these teams want to they want to make the car better. I mean, they want to upgrade, or they want to be better in Formula 1, not become worse with him.
It would be the right time, wouldn't it, for Carlos Sainz to be making his announcement? It would be the perfect time. Are you both expecting to hear something over the coming days of Carlos saying, right, I've signed for
There must
X?
be new fish for the collection. It's black,
This
not
season,
grey.
I have learned to expect the unexpected. I think that we can
Stripy,
never take
orange,
anything for
black.
granted, given the, the start of the year that we've had and everything that's gone on. To answer your question, no, I'm not expecting an announcement this weekend as much as I'd like one. I still think that there's some legs in this. He can drag it out for as long as he wants. He's got the contract on the table. He's got to decide, weigh it up. Just because we want it done doesn't mean that he has to feel like he has to get it done. He's got lots of things to consider. The only thing I would say is that obviously, he kind of needs a good weekend. If we're talking about the Spanish Grand Prix after a disappointing race in Canada, so I'm looking forward to seeing how he bounces back, and Ferrari as a whole as well, which I'm sure we'll come on to.
Yeah, we certainly shall. We'll be hitting up everything about this, the Grand Prix, in just a few moments. One more quick story, though, and that is the release of a new Formula 1 film, currently untitled, but they've got it.
Release date in June 2025. Apple's delayed Formula 1 film have finally been given a release date split across international and North American markets for June 2025. And I believe this movie will probably not be good or interesting. I mean, I don't know what the movie called, but the James Hunt versus Lauda. There we have some peak interesting movie to watch. I feel like this will... Yeah, the fuck was that? I think that also was one more fish for the collection. But it was... let's see if I can find it. I don't know the name of it. Let's see... And I feel like a movie was made that was someone driving. Let's see, e-sport, F1 e-sport movie. Gran Turismo. Is this it? Okay. Released date. When did it? Oh, this is an old movie. Okay, there we have it. The fuck? Okay. Who cares about this movie? $7.1. Okay. I have not watched it, and I don't think I will ever watch it. I feel like it will be equally good as that, and nope, it was not a new fish for the collection.
A year and 6 days to get that done, haven't they? 25th of June 2025 it comes out here in Europe, then 2 days later in North America. What do we think of that film? Is it going to have the same sort of impact as Drive
It will be bad.
to Survive? It's got Brad Pitt in it, and I think Lewis Hamilton's chucked some money at it as well, hasn't he?
I would say wasted money. And we can skip it.
Definitely Lewis is going to be a major driving force behind that. Yeah, I don't know if Brad Pitt will, he will help too. He's Brad Pitt, obviously. Being an F1 driver in his 50s, I've got my questions about that. But anyway, I think Lewis being there will help both with the promotion, because he's obviously by far the biggest, presence in sort of world culture, if you want to call it that, as a 7-time world champion, and everything he does outside of racing.
Okay. That doesn't mean the movie will be good, but okay, sure.
It will help. Will it be like Drive to Survive? I doubt it, because I think Drive to Survive did a lot of the hard work, a lot of heavy lifting. But it is going to help, obviously. It's going to sort of follow up on that. And we'll see. I think the good thing with Lewis being involved is that hopefully it will be a bit more authentic than some of the other offerings we've seen in the past. And not to mention, well, I'm going to mention Driven, who's obviously very, very poor, and I think we have a chance of having something that both casual fans and maybe sort of diehard F1 and motor racing fans can both be semi-happy with, which I think is a very hard ask.
Plenty of time though, isn't there, to get the popcorn all
One more
in the
fish
pan
for
and all
the
warmed up and
collection.
stuff, though it's ages away, so a lot can happen between now and a release date in a year's time.
I was interested in Formula 1 driver in his 50s, so there's still chance, right? That's what I'm clinging on to. No, joking aside, I think it's pretty good. Formula 1 has to roll the dice and try something new.
Yeah, like with the fucking sprint race. Man, if sprint races are so good, man, we should have it on Monaco. Wouldn't that be amazing? A sprint race in Monaco. The overtakes will be glorious.
Personally, I feel that the Netflix cycle has kind of run its course.
One more.
It was very good during lockdown. It's transformed the sport
White, grey,
phenomenally. Look, we're seeing sellouts and
white,
obviously more
cyan.
people wanting to come to races and more races wanting to be on the calendar, and it's kind of night and day difference since that started. So that's very positive, but you've got to try something new, and I think that I'm very interested in seeing how this film goes. Phil mentioned the authenticity.
Oh, try some new Dungeon Dragons Formula 1 game. That's something new. Could be good, right? First person Formula 1 shooter. It could also work. Grand Theft Formula 1 Auto.
Which is obviously what Lewis is going to bring to it. A bit of money, but he's also involved in the script,
GTA F1 simulator
as well, to try and make it as realistic as possible. They keep talking about the cinematography element, and obviously they're drawing on the expertise they had in Top Gun and promising a better production than that. So if it has half the impact that Top Gun had, in the cinemas and box offices, then that's good for Formula 1. It's interesting as well from a Formula 1 point of view that they're now engaging in a different audience and a different circle, working with Apple. It kind of brings new experience to them as well. So I think it's a positive step, and I look forward to seeing it coming out.
Absolutely right. Get your tickets.
Yeah, I see how happy or interesting he is for the... I mean, he probably driving the EA Formula 1 games also every day. I mean, look at how interested in the future of Formula 1.
Not yet. It's way too early. Now then, let's
Okay, that joke was more funny for him than the movie.
turn our attention to the Grand Prix itself. This is right up your street, Phil, because it's not that far from you, although we all know that the circuit in Barcelona is not that near to the city centre itself. It's a bit of a trek out the way there, but it's a very familiar circuit. It's more conventional than the street circuits we've had of late. What do we think?
What we think? Hopefully Mercedes will be really bad. Ferrari and McLaren will be against each other again, and Red Bull will be, hopefully with the both cars, hopefully Perez will do some nice stuff. So they both will be on the top in this race.
Is this going to be the biggest or clearest indication of upgrades in more recent times? Is it going to kind of sort out the playing field, going to put people where we think they should be, Phil?
I would say so. I mean, conventional circuit, if you look at the calendar these days, what is a conventional circuit, right? Because what used to be an outlier in Monaco, now we have
One
a lot
more
of
fish for the collection.
outliers, streets, circuits, bumpy circuits. So it's
Oh,
true that we
100%
had
light
a
blue.
run of 4 sort of difficult circuits for Red Bull, for example, with how bumpy and how much they were struggling in the low speed sections. So coming back to Barcelona, sort of the Ferrari and tested proving ground for F1. Winter testing used to be here. Everybody knows it very well. It is going to be a good test because it will challenge teams' cars in every way. High downforce, low speed. It's got a bit of everything, doesn't it? And I think it will be a good indication of where things really are for the next couple of races, because you've got Silverstone coming up, the Red Bull Ring, Spa, so you've got more sort of high speed and high downforce circuits there. So I do think, for example, Red Bull will be a lot stronger here than they have been in the past couple of races, which is maybe a bit worrying because they won 2 of them despite struggling. So is it still going to be a 4-horse race like we saw earlier on? I'm not sure. I think a team like McLaren will be quite excited to come here. Ferrari had a shocker, obviously, in Canada, which I think is very much a one-off, so I wouldn't be too worried about them just yet.
God damn it.
And then Mercedes, they had a good one there, but they will have to confirm their step forward.
Yeah. And they confirm, hopefully the confirm will be the upgrades still doesn't work. They don't know how the car is working. And it will just be a repeat. They are back to where they were. Yellow cyan.
Of every different circuit now. So a lot of question marks, I would say. I'm still banking on Red Bull to come back quite strong. But behind that, it's a bit too close to call.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say that's so hard. You just say Ferrari and McLaren, then you are done.
I agree. It's kind of a Grand Prix, a test track, isn't it, really? It's, you know, all the drivers know it so well, teams know it so well. It's quite a good opportunity to work as a benchmark to see just how good the upgrades are, and we'll have a clearer picture. Probably a clearer picture for the first time this season, you know, just into the pecking order. It'd be nice to see where Mercedes are. You know, there was a bit of a feeling that they made a revival in
have not.
in Montreal, but then we have seen some false storms before, so it'll be interesting to see if they can consolidate that improvement.
One more fish for the
me,
collection.
The Ferrari interest is key here. You know, they had a setback. It was kind of the Ferrari of old in Canada, with littered with mistakes and, you know, problems, and it'll be interesting to see after their wave of optimism whether they're able to bounce back. And I think that's what I'm really quite keen to see this weekend. You know, the Red Bull issue is a concern. Are they going to run off into the distance? We'll see. But like Phil, I'm also, you know, optimistic that other teams can sort of take the challenge to Max and Red Bull and fight for wins.
Let's just stick with a couple of teams, work through one by one, really, because McLaren are looking really, really strong. They had an upgrade package that they were a bit confused about. It seemed to be giving them better performance than they were expecting. What do we think that they'll be able to bring to Barcelona? What?
Third time they can fight for a win, while Mercedes could fight for the first win, but in the end got the first podium this season. But now that says something about the quality between McLaren and Mercedes.
What do you think they'll be leaving with on Sunday evening? Smiley faces or frowns? Because it is going the right way for them. What overriding thoughts? And are they going to be bringing any more upgrades to Catalonia, Phil?
I think there were some small bits, but nothing as life-changing as the upgrades that they've had in the past. Well, if you look at last year, McLaren were one of the best teams in high downforce corners that Barcelona has a lot of. So that will probably still be true this time. The upgrades that they have brought performance everywhere, so that's a good sign. Especially in the low speed, I think you were alluding to it bringing a bit more than expected. That was especially the low speed, which has been their weakness for a couple of years now across different cars. Yeah, no, I'm expecting quite a lot from McLaren. I know they had a tough time here last year. Was obviously
one more
with their
fish
old
for the
car
collection.
before all the upgrades. I think they will be pretty good. If I had to bank on one team to take the fight to Red Bull, it'd probably be McLaren.
I agree. Driver dynamic as well is also quite important. I think you've got two drivers working together there, haven't you? Pushing that team forward. So for me, that is quite a positive place at the moment. Everything that they've worked on and all the upgrades that they've brought so far have worked. So I think that they have reason to be optimistic coming into this weekend, and I am of the opinion that they will be happy leaving on Sunday.
They will, and hopefully Mercedes will not be happy.
Saying they've got to grips with the upgrades. They understood kind of why now, a bit more understanding of why they were getting the improved performance as well. Let's just turn our attention then to Mercedes, because they actually had a good result last time out, and they are looking like they've turned the corner and at decent pace as well. New front wing, the upgrade there, is that going to keep them in the hunt?
It will not.
We think, or is it going to be others around them will start to perform better at a circuit that's maybe more conducive to their upgrades they've brought earlier in the season?
Yeah, I think it's difficult to say. As I mentioned before, I think that we've seen the false dawn in Canada before. I can't remember, 2 years ago maybe, when they got a good result and everyone was, well, maybe this is it, this is the turning point. But of course then it didn't materialise. So, I'm a little bit cautious to think that maybe they have turned the corner, but it would be a good sign if they have. And as I say, this offers a benchmark. If they are good here, then they have reason to be optimistic going forward.
Yeah, I agree.
And if they are not good, what do that say about the Mercedes team? Or the future for Mercedes?
They have had so many turning points that it's kind of hard to believe them at their word before we see some more evidence across different circuits. But they seem to be pretty confident, Mercedes, that it is going to stand them in good stead on the right variety of circuits. Obviously, a different front wing concept that allows it to flex a little bit more, obviously within the rules, but every team is sort of trying to get front wings that flex a little bit within the margins of what's allowed, just to have performance in different conditions and less drag on the straight, more downforce in the corners. That should help them with their balance as well. That's sort of what teams are chasing with these cars now. And if that works, then it should work in different corner types, so it should work on different circuits.
For me, also, driver dynamic is key this weekend as well. Lots of opinions on the internet about Lewis's performance in Canada. Question marks about whether he's checked out. He's obviously done that deal with Ferrari and maybe he's looking elsewhere already. I personally don't believe that to be the case, but it will be interesting to see just how he goes up against George. George has obviously, found a new level.
One more,
and obviously he's
two
confident at the moment. So seeing that dynamic play out between the two of them will be key as well for this weekend.
two more fish
Yeah, and
for
it's
the
on a
collection.
circuit as well that they did really well at Mercedes last season. They got their 2 podiums. That's an amazing result for them. Red Bull finished first and fourth, Perez being the one that finished in fourth place.
Yeah, Ben, it's interesting because obviously Lewis quite well from your time covering him in particular, and his comments were quite interesting in Canada, weren't they? Saying he doesn't expect to outqualify George this year. Do you think there's some sort of how shall I say that he's getting a bit?
He just saying if he will continue being bad, okay, no surprise. If he succeed to be better than Russell, then you can somewhat celebrate. Then it's somewhat a victory. So it's probably just that.
Paranoid almost about what's going to happen.
I think not paranoid, but Lewis now finds himself in a unique position. He is kind of the outsider in his own team, isn't he? He's kind of made that decision to leave. He's subsequently being cut out of meetings for 25 and onwards, and he is he's an outsider, and I think that's something new for him to contend with. there was the comments after the wing that George got in Monaco, which kind of set the ball rolling, and then a little bit disgruntled in Canada and a few mistakes, and I can see why people are saying this. It'd be really interesting to boil down on just what's going on. I just think it's a case of being unfamiliar. Maybe Mercedes are now dialing the car more towards George, knowing that he's the future. And that's why I'm saying the dynamic is going to be interesting. At the start of the year, there's lots of positivity. I want to finish the year with a bang. Doesn't seem like that's coming, does it? In terms of
no, because he realized he's still in a Mercedes car that still can't fight for win. I mean, they somewhat did in Canada, but that will probably be the only race. So one more fish for the collection: Sunstreak, grey, purple. Then we have green, purple, or purple, green. Blockfish, purple, green. I would say he will, as soon as he will sit in a Ferrari, the positive stuff will come back.
Wins, they're getting closer, but it hasn't come yet. And it's probably a little bit of frustration and sort of just seeing out his time with Mercedes. It almost feels like he's kind of handed his notice in, and he's clock watching almost. It's getting closer to Friday, 5 o'clock, and he's ready to head off for a new job. So that's kind of, for me, how it feels. He's definitely quick enough. He's still got the ability.
Because Mercedes are so bad. If Mercedes was better, then he will, first of all, not leave. But he would leave. He will be more happy.
It would be silly to suggest otherwise. So it's just going through the motions. I think this is the end of the, Lewis at Mercedes. This is the end of Lewis at Mercedes, and obviously we've got a new chapter with Ferrari in the pipeline. So it's perfectly normal transition, but with that there is going to be some sort of separation between Mercedes and Lewis.
He's been around for such a long time as well, though, hasn't he, now, that he's so mature, so experienced, and he doesn't seem to get quite so frustrated at these moments. So if it's not
maybe frustrated, but depressing. Now, for me, every time Lewis Hamilton talk, it sounds like he's so depressed. I'm not. Tell me that you're not sad without telling me that you're sad. I'm like, he talks like he just wanna go away. He don't wanna be part of Mercedes anymore.
working for him this season at Mercedes, and it's not going great, obviously, but signs of improvement. Maybe he'll be quite philosophical on his approach and say, well, I'm moving off to pastures new next year with maybe even a new engineer alongside. We shall have to wait and see on that one. Let's keep stirring that pot. The team we are all talking about, Ferrari, though, they had an absolute shocker. You did touch on it, Ben. An absolute shocker last time out. You think it's very much going to be a one-off. So do we expect to see Ferrari back?
Like with Mercedes, just a one-off.
At the top, at the sharp end?
Trident.
Yeah, I think it was a timely reminder, isn't it? Sometimes those things are good. If you're at the top of your game and then you have an absolute shocker, it's a reminder to think, you know, hang on a minute, we can't get complacent.
Come on, give me a Trident.
Cured all our problems. The big issue for me is whether Ferrari address those and look back into why they made those strategy calls with Sharp.
By it hitting me. Nice. Okay, let's see. Do we have any more fish for the collection? Doesn't look like that. Let's see. 14. 6. 8. Okay, 2 more, and then I can put them in that Schulke box.
Oh, you know, Carlos was a little bit unlucky with his accident, but you know, so long as they learn from those mistakes and move forward, that is always the key. If they're able to do so and they can show us that they can do so this weekend, then yeah, great. You know, let's start
One
banging
more fish
that
for the
Ferrari drum
collection.
again.
Yeah, to me, what happened in the race, if it's not all that important to me, 'cause obviously Charles had an engine problem that cost him so much time. His race was ruined anyway. Carlos as well made contact at the start with, I don't remember who it was a Sauber, wasn't it? Or a Haas. So his race was compromised as well. So for me, the problem
Okay,
was...
so he got maybe some damage. Because that I'm thinking Al wanted to know so much. No, Charles Leclerc, okay, we all know why he was bad. But why was Carlos Sainz even worse than Charles Leclerc? Oh shit, no, we got 8. Oh, that no trident. Okay, so if he got any damage in the beginning, okay, then I can understand why he was so bad also in the race.
was more what happened in qualifying, being so far off. And you know, with the grid as close as it
One
is
more
now,
fish for the
it's not a
collection.
matter of losing 2 or 3 positions. You're just out in Q1 or Q2 if you don't get it right. Ask Checo Perez, right? So, I mean, it's more about have they completely understood what happened there. I think it was something along the lines of tyre pressures being quietly a little bit off, a little bit too low for the conditions and the circuit. So if that's the case, then it is a one-off. But it is a good reminder, as you said, that you need to get everything right when the grid is this tight. You need to get strategy, pit stops, setup, just trackside operations, your drivers, everything needs to be spotless if you want to have a chance. And that is something that Fred Vassar actually has repeated at pains this year in every session, in every media session that he's done. So I think towards his team, this would also be a good wake-up call or a big reminder to Maranello. This is the perfect example of why they need to get everything right if they want to have any chance against Red Bull.
And it's a season.
Yeah, I mean, I believe it's like Singapore for Red Bull last year. It will just be one-off, and then Ferrari will be maybe not a winning team, but they will at least be fighting against McLaren again.
There's a race, in fact, where last year Charles Leclerc qualified 19th. And if you look at the Constructors' Championship over the end of the season, it was 3 points in it. So, you know, it comes down to fine margins, and I'm sure Fred Vasseur will be looking at that. Ferrari do have this amazing ability, as we know, and I do love Ferrari, but it's an amazing ability to grab defeat from the jaws of success, don't they? So they'll be very eager, I'm sure.
When will Mercedes do that? When will they grab their 3 years defeat to something that can at least win podiums? Get podium more easily.
To right the wrongs of the last one and get on with it. But it does look like maybe that is where they're going to go. Max Verstappen, he qualified on pole. He led every single lap of the race last year. Sergio Perez qualified 11th. He needs that. This is all last year, obviously. So this year, Perez definitely needs to change what's happening. He needs to change this narrative that we always talk about. And I'm not going to start.
Or need. If the contract is so nice that only reason why Perez have the contract with Red Bull now is so they can keep Max Verstappen, then it's unlike. I mean, if that's true, then Perez can maybe keeps being bad. I mean, hopefully he will not be bad, but if they want Max Verstappen to stay in Red Bull, maybe Perez can be this bad without ever getting fired.
Start banging on the drum of Perez and Red Bull right now. We just have to wait and see what they're going to do. But it is an important opportunity, I think, for Perez to start performing and to get those wheels
And
back
he
on
probably
facing the
will.
right way. Well, we'll talk about wheels, tyres then. We're going to have the C1s to C3s, the hardest compounds. What are we expecting?
One
2
more
stops?
fish for the
Fingers
collection.
crossed, 2 stops, guys. What are we thinking?
But that
Yeah, I
could-
would
that
say
could-
so.
Yeah, that could liven things up, couldn't it?
Glitter,
I
black,
think
white.
That, it's kind of a track which takes out, because they know it so well. It's kind of it dials some of the fun out, doesn't it? So I think that we're hoping that strategy would obviously play a part, and I think 2 stops is probably the logical choice.
Yeah, it's just a circuit that's so hard on its tyres. If you look at turn 3, the long right-hander, full throttle, that is taking a lot out of the left-hand side tyres. And then with the change to the track that they made a few years ago, they restored the old final sector with those very fast sweeping right-handers. And again, lots of load on the left-hand side tyres. So, yeah, definitely a 2-stopper, I would say. And
I thought it was that Trident.
different
but
compounds
nope.
than the last couple of races. Again, this will be another variable that teams will need to get on top of.
Yeah, more stops the better, I say. Maybe not more. We'll cap it at 2. 12 stop
As long as
races.
it's not a 1-stopper, it's fine by me.
Exactly.
A 3-stopper.
See that. Okay, wild prediction times then. I'm going to do something different sometimes, Ben, and you are new to this. I'll throw out either a position and say who's going to finish there. I'll ask about where a driver might finish. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you both, and I'll start with Phil, seeing as he's kind of done this before. Phil, last season, Lewis Hamilton finished 2nd. George.
Lewis and Russell will not be up there. 100%. Hopefully they will be behind McLaren, Ferrari again, and all their so-called progress will just be washed down. Do you say that? Washed down in the toilet? Yeah, whatever. It will be wasted. The progress will be back to where
Russell
it was.
finished 3rd. Where will they finish this season?
Oh, let's see. Max P1. Okay, either it will be Lando Norris P1 or Max P1, or yeah, Lando Norris or Max P1 or P2, Perez P3. Then we have Charles Leclerc, maybe Carlos Sainz, and then Oscar Piastri, and then we have George Russell and Lewis Hamilton. So they will finish P7 and P8 if they doesn't crash each other out. Then they both will DNF.
In Spain.
Ooh, that is a tricky one.
Nope.
Because it's just so close.
No, it will not.
Well, I said McLaren are my favourites behind Red Bull, so I'm gonna...
What? How can you say that? Mercedes are so good. I mean, I just look in the Canadian Grand Prix. 100% they will be winning the race in Spain. What do you mean?
logically have to put them off the podium, I'm afraid.
Wait, you don't believe in Mercedes' progress? Why wouldn't you? They've shown how good they've been in 3 years. Oh, Trident time. Trident. Can we get a second one this day? I hate they're shooting so fast nowadays. I hope this is a bug and that it will be fixed one day. Because this is fucking retarded. Oh, fucking see. No, Cal. Oh no, don't hit me, you will die. Oh my god, well, fuck this Cal. Oh, we got that second Trident. Nice. 2 more for my collection. Man, I need to start removing some Tridents. God damn it. Can I put them somewhere else? No, that could be a place. Oh! See, it was full. No, it wasn't full, but we will start putting them here. Tridents. Can maybe naming all the tridents I have for every name, naming them. Oh shit, one more zombie. With the names of everyone in Formula 2 and Formula 3. Let's see, 30 people I believe is in Formula 3. Then 20 Formula 2. So 50 tridents. Can I have 50 tridents? 50 tridents? No. No. Fuck me. This one. We have 6, 7, 10, 14, 16. Then I believe I can maybe have 18 in a chest. That's 20, 30, 34. So 34, 50 names. So 16 more tridents, so then I can oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, name everyone in Formula 2 and Formula 3. And then I can name for the next season if I get more. Let's see. I saw something. Where the fuck do I go? Where is... the fuck? Oh, I went from that place. And let's see. Look, clearly done in creative. What the fuck do you mean? I've not done stuff in creative. I've not done. The only thing I can actually say I've done in creative. Let's see. Where do we have? It should be one of these shulker boxes. Because I one time forgot to pick one shulker box up and it despawned, and I believe this one is also fake. After it mistakenly fell in lava after I died. So that I believe one of these shulker boxes and this shulker box is the only thing. Oh, I can maybe have let's see, where do I have? Could this be it? These trousers can also be one of the thing I took from the creative. Yeah, so free stuff. All other stuff is not at all creative. The fuck is? No, didn't I put that shulker box back? Well, we will soon be back down in the chat room and we'll see if it's still there. Let's see. This we put one there and that. Let's see. Back to collecting fishes and back to... Yeah, what the fuck did I talk about?
Yeah, how about Lewis bouncing back strongly?
Oh yeah, fuck. They were talking about Lewis Hamilton, Josh Russell, where they will be finished in the Spain race, and I believe behind McLaren and Ferrari and Red Bull. So they will be, what was it, 7 and 8.
Finishing ahead of George this time, so I'm gonna go P4 and P6 for Lewis and George.
Okay, Ben?
Yeah, that kind of makes.
P4 and P6. I'm not the believers that Mercedes after 3 years can actually finally make a car better than McLaren, Ferrari and Red Bull. Probably not.
Sense. I'm not disagreeing with him. I think that Mercedes is kind of an interesting prospect, as I've mentioned before.
No, they are
I would
not
like to see
interesting.
them back in the hunt, fighting for podiums.
So maybe
They are not.
one of those Mercedes drivers. You're not
One more fish for the collection and flopper light blue pink. And we need some buckets soon. I think I have 60 more buckets. But then I need to get more iron.
going any further than that, though, Ben. You're just going to say one of the drivers on the podium. Okay,
Well,
Ben,
They will not be on podium. They will be washed. All the progress will be gone, and I will be coping that everything is good. Holy shit, white glitter. 100% white, can it be? Yep, 100% white. And glitter white. One bucket left until I need to take my last 16. Oh, this is boarding fish.
go on.
I will make a prediction. I will say Lewis. You know, part of that is kind of knowing him, you know, for a number of years, and obviously
British
he performs
bias.
best when the heat's on him. And I think that he's kind of almost built himself up into this.
But the fucking copium. No, he will not in Mercedes. I mean, let's wait with the copium when he actually in a Ferrari. Then he can actually, you can say he can actually win races. But fuck me, it's Mercedes.
You know, kind of a mindset that he needs to start delivering. He's kind of thought that, okay, well, George is always going to beat me in qualifying. I really need to up my game, and it
more
kind of
fish
lights a
for the
fire underneath
collection.
himself to sort of do even better. So I think that he's kind of got that hunger to, you know, prove himself wrong almost. You know, and his naysayers.
Light
So yeah,
blue.
let's go with Lewis.
Excellent.
What the fuck, Lewis, in what?
I think that he's kind of almost built himself.
Okay, Ben.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense. I'm not disagreeing with him. I think that Mercedes is kind of an interesting.
Okay, so Lewis will be fourth for some reason. I would say Russell 7th and Hamilton 8th if they don't crash into each other and DNF. Nope, wrong place. There we have it. And then we get the one more place for the. Oh, I hope they make the. What's called? The bag. The fuck is that name? The bag thingy. Nope, no, not one more fish for the collection. Because one thing I will say that bag would be good for, that if they change so you can have 3 different stacks or 3 different tools in the bag, then you can have your 3 different pickaxes or your 3 different tools in one bag. And you can have one bag with your boat, elytra, saddle, maybe, if you want to ride a horse. then you can have a bag with 3 stacks of food. So I hope when I bring that bag into Minecraft, I actually have it so it have 3 stacks than just 1 stack with it, because that's just stupid.
Prospects, as I've mentioned before, I would like to see them back in the hunt, fighting for podiums.
Why? I don't understand this with people that want Mercedes back on top or back in podiums and everything. When you can have more interesting stuff like Aston Martin succeeding to make a good car and be back there. Williams. I mean, what is more interesting? See Mercedes getting podiums in Formula 1 or Williams. I would say Williams. Fuck Mercedes. Or even when Audi comes in. So much more interesting to see that team getting podium than Mercedes. But some people have so much copium for Mercedes.
Maybe one of those Mercedes drivers. You're not going any further than that, though, Ben. You're just going to say one of the drivers on the podium. Okay,
well, I will make a prediction. I will say Lewis. You know, part of that is kind of knowing him, you know, for a number of years, and obviously he performs best when the heat's on him. And I think that
the heats have been on him since 2022, and in that period, only George Russell have won a race. So I believe the heat is on when he actually leaves Mercedes and is in Ferrari. I mean, why would you want to waste time to be good in Mercedes when the Mercedes car is bad? When he can just wait when he's in a Ferrari and probably will still not win any race.
He's kind of almost built himself up into this, you know, kind of a mindset that he needs to start delivering. He's kind of thought that, okay, well, George is always going to beat.
I mean, yeah, the mindset, he said that George Russell will out-qualify him. I don't know, he said in every race. Is that building him up or building him down? In my question.
Qualifying, I really need to up my game, and it kind of lights a fire underneath himself to sort of do even better. So I think that he's kind of got that hunger to, you know, prove himself wrong almost.
No.
You know, and his naysayers. So yeah, let's go with Lewis.
Yeah, cool.
Excellent. And I'm not going to say I wasn't going to go down the Sergio Perez route, but I'm just going to ask one. It's a yes/no. It's a yes/no. That's all I want from you two on this one here. Will Sergio Perez get a decent points haul? Do you think he's going to get back on the wagon and start performing this time out?
Not at all,
Copium. Phil, yes or no?
I mean, it's a low bar, isn't it?
So fucking yes. I mean, all this fucking copium of Mercedes and Lewis Hamilton, and then you can prank and laugh at Sergio Perez. So fucking mean.
He couldn't do it.
Score point.
Maybe you can call it a hate crime. Maybe.
Is he going to finish inside the top 4?
Let's say Mexico.
He better.
No.
Oh, okay there.
Fucking Lewis Hamilton in a fucking Mercedes will fucking get a podium, but not fucking Perez in a fucking Red Bull. The copium, the belief in fucking Mercedes. The fuck?
There we go. Look, it's the pressure is on. I mean, he's got a new contract, I suppose, as well. So we will keep our eyes on it. And I actually hope he does do really well, because I think that Sergio Perez is a good enough driver for us to stop pointing the finger out all the time. He just needs to start proving it. Gents, thank you very much indeed. We shall see what Spain, Barcelona throws at us this week.
Yeah, on race where Mercedes is bad. I mean, this guy. Let's see. Go back. I mean, he must be so happy if Mercedes will be bad again in Spain. No more copium that the team will actually been good in Spain. Wouldn't that be so funny?
This weekend, but as always, thanks very much for joining me. Well, there you go. That just about does it for our Spanish Grand Prix preview. What will happen? Let us know in the comments your predictions ahead of Barcelona. Will it be a return to dominance for Red Bull?
It will.
Or will the chasing pack continue
to
hunt them down? If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with all your Formula 1 coverage. But until next time, thanks for watching.
Can we get them one more try then? Nope. No, go away ads, we don't want you. And that was the Autosport. Oh, fuck, I hate all this copying on Mercedes. Why do people believe so much on Mercedes? I'm not sure after 2020, the fuck do you say? Yeah, 2014. 2014. Then you can maybe have this copion that, oh, they will be good 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018. But after 2022, where the fuck do this copion come from? And then 2023. And after one good race in 2024, the Canadian Grand Prix, now Mercedes is fucking back. The fuck? Why? And also, it was not like it was a normal race weekend. Rain, practice 1 and 2. So practice 3 was only the only practice. And did it rain any in the qualifying? I don't think it did rain, but or did it? Whatever happened in qualifying, it was not normal either. And then the race wasn't normal either. It was rain 2 times in the race. And that made some Mercedes was really good. So that means if a race will just be normal, free practice without any problem, a qualifying without any problem, a race without any problem, couldn't you say that Mercedes will more likely be really bad at that race than being good? No more fish for the collection, but we can when we kill a zombie. But we have the P1, our prediction for the 2024 Spanish Grand Prix. They will probably also have Copian on the Mercedes and Lewis Hamilton. I mean, he's a Charles Leclerc fan and Ferrari fan, so hopefully he will have least Copian on Mercedes. But let's see what he have to say. Oh shit, we need
2020.
And we need to turn it down.
Our predictions for the 2024
Spanish
Grand Prix.
Red Bull will be 100% back, and Mercedes will 100% not be back.
We have returned. We are back for a triple header. Racing coming out of our ears, Tom Bellingham. And we're starting with the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya, which, you know, with no chicane, should give us the greatest race of all time.
and it
Or not, because now can Max Verstappen and Perez really show how good the Red Bull are. They just... the Red Bull domination is back. Also, one more fish for the collection. Flopper white grey. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, almost one bucket left after until I will go down into the chest room.
It will, because remember, Madrid got announced early this year, and everyone loves Barcelona. So I don't want to see a single complaint about this racetrack when it delivers a boring race. Just saying.
Boring race means Max Verstappen wins, Sergio Perez P2, London Norris P3. Sounds like a beautiful race. No Mercedes on the podium.
Wow, Tommy's setting some ground rules. Let's go. So before we dive into our predictions, it is 27 to me, 25 to Tommy. Tommy clawing back a little bit after Canada. So let's see how safe I have gone to try and secure as many points as possible.
Super
First
safe.
up, biggest good surprise.
Biggest surprise. What could that be? Points for Williams.
I've never been more confident in my life with this one. It's happening. It's happening. And no,
Or more or less points for Alex Albon.
it is not Charles Leclerc. I have learnt my lesson, okay? I am locking in Lewis Hamilton.
Fuck me. He had podium for Mercedes. Fuck me. It will not be a good surprise for Mercedes. Or it will be more or less good surprise for everyone else because Mercedes will be bad.
He is going to produce a banger
He will
this
not.
weekend. Mercedes
One more fish for
looked really good in Canada. And
Collection.
they bottled it. They threw away a potential.
Oh, yeah. Sure. 100% Magnanta eller Snooper Magnanta. I mean, that believes in everything normal. Somehow Mercedes will be good after a race when everything was not normal. Yeah, true.
Potential victory. Hamilton drove one of the worst races he's ever driven, he said. It's going to all change in
It will
Spain.
not.
He had a great Spanish Grand Prix last year. He also, was it in 2022? I think it was 2022, where he was at the back and then caught up a ridiculous amount of seconds in a Mercedes that shouldn't have actually done particularly well, considering it was the 2022 Mercedes. So yeah, it's Lewis Hamilton, and let's see if Tommy's gone for the same thing.
Well,
No, don't fucking say that.
I actually wrote 2 down.
Well, that's not how... Sorry.
No.
We've done enough of these to know that there's only one.
No. But the reason I did it was I thought you might go for one of them. And that is
Oh.
exactly what's happened because I had gone for Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, what I accept, no. The fuck do you say? What I thought would happen. That Tom would do the copium Mercedes stuff, but nope. Both of them did it.
So I'll go for my backup choice, seeing as though I'm 2 points down. Sergio Perez. Now, this is
I mean, that's much more believable. Perez being good than fucking Mercedes being good.
bold. I've gone big again. I went for Lance Stroll.
I mean, Perez have won more races between 2022 to now than Mercedes have. So Russell and Lewis Hamilton together have won less than Sergio Perez. I mean, that says something. I mean, who is actually the worst one? Cobb, Pink, Lime.
This time and it paid off. So I'm thinking, let's ride my luck train to a Sergio Perez. There is logic behind it. Whether it will come true or not is another question. This is a bit more of a normal circuit, if you can call it that. And
Normal circuit. The Red Bull will probably be with no problems. As Sergio Perez will be the offensive minister of Mexico.
surely Perez has to get out this kind of
He will.
flop stage, flop era, whatever you want to call it.
Vadå? What the fuck do you mean? Lewis Hamilton is in the flop era. He's flopping around in the Mercedes car for 3 years now. And soon he will be flopping around in a Ferrari.
He's in.
Era. Yeah, interesting. Okay, well, let's see if Perez can deliver. And to be fair,
I mean, look
the
here.
benchmark's quite low
The
at the moment. If he
flop
pops in the top
Lewis
4,
Hamilton
I know you're
fish.
going to be absolutely,
Oh, absolutely,
arguing
yeah.
there.
Hitta topprankade produkter till priser du kommer älska. Sök efter vad du än behöver på amazon.se idag.
No! One more ad. God damn it. Let's see. 15 seconds. You will go away. No need to. But for real, Lewis Hamilton is the 100% the one that is flopping around. Now we can go back.
To the cows come home. Okay, let's go to biggest flop.
Lewis Hamilton. Or Mercedes, I would say. Biggest flop is Mercedes.
Controversial, because I am going to lock in George Russell.
I mean, 50% Mercedes.
Yep, purely based on vibes, as we always know. But I don't think I've ever flopped George Russell. So, it's time for him to receive the flop.
What a sentence that is.
I don't know. He felt pressure in Canada and unfortunately didn't deliver, what we could have seen from him. He's
One more
qualified on
fish for
pole,
the collection.
wasn't able to convert it into
Pink
a victory.
green.
Mercedes does look very good, but as we all know,
Man, it looked so close to. Oh shit. To the. I don't know the name of this fish is. No, instead of. Lime green. Leather lime. Yeah, it's called lime. Will be maybe look even more close to it. Or maybe the blue one. Either way, one more fish for the collection. A spotty pink green.
biggest flop is a biggest flop. But apart from Monaco, which I still will deliberate and contest until the end of this season, I'm in a clean sweep right now. -1, so it's not a clean sweep. But let's see. Let's see if George flops.
Interesting. Biggest flop I have gone for
Mercedes.
Oscar Piastri Leclerc.
Ain't no way, because I thought about.
Oh my god. Could he, if Charles Leclerc do a bad race, he can say, I said it Leclerc, and it was Piastri do a bad race. He said Oscar. So Oscar Leclerc, that's smart.
About giving him another flop, and I was like, I'm not going to do it, because the amount of messages I got of people going, how could you flop Oscar Piastri, my boy, my goat? So enjoy the messages, mate.
Well, I will, but normally I'm wrong in this, so look, I obviously don't want it to happen.
And he didn't realize it. The Leclerc name was also mentioned. Yeah, the Ferrari Leclerc fan didn't even understand that.
My logic here is, and I imagine this is why you were maybe thinking about it as well, high-speed circuit, tough on the old tyres, and that is, there's no doubt that Oscar Piastri is one of the quickest guys in Formula 1 right now. He just has to sort of work on his races and make him be able to
No! Oh my god, it sounded like something else. That he should train to be more racist. So that's one way to take care of your tires more, become more good at being a racist. Maybe.
Consistently be very, very quick, because sometimes he can kind of fall off with a bit of tyre wear and things like that. It just feels like Spain could be one of those circuits. I don't feel like it's going to be a biggest flop, in the sense of a Sergio Perez like I did last time, where he's going to have a stinker, he's going to be spinning off and all that. But I just feel like it could be one of those where he's doing quite well and his tyres go to 8,000 degrees and he starts kind of dropping back towards the end. That's my thinking.
Okay, poll.
Oh, let's see. Biggest. Okay, Oscar Piastri biggest flop, and George Russell. And he had Lewis Hamilton and Tom Perez. That's the biggest surprise. And Perez one will happen.
Pole position.
Max Verstappen pole. Lando Norris P2. And one more fish for the collection. On Sunstreak blue orange. Oh, I need to place them in the chest. the shaking screen. Like, what kind of bug is this? You take some water, but you're swimming into where there was no water, and then you get that fun jumping bug. Oh yeah, P3. Sergio Perez. Then Oscar Piastri. No, Leclerc P4. Oscar Piastri P5. And Carlos Sainz P6. Then we have Russell and then Lewis Hamilton.
Max Verstappen. I need to. Yeah, I know. But it has to be. Look, it's Spain. There's
that Red
no
Bull?
bumps. It's just smooth. It's beautiful. It's Red Bull all over, in my opinion. That's why you've gone and put biggest good surprise Sergio Perez, because I think, and probably you think as well, that Red Bull will actually have some kind of advantage around here, rather than it being very nip and tuck with a few teams. So, yeah, I think Max Verstappen's going to get pole.
Well, let's see. Where do we have information? Formula 2 results. No, races. Bahrain, Max Verstappen, Perez, 1-2. Saudi Arabia, Max Verstappen, Perez, 1-2. Then we have Japan, Max Verstappen, Perez. Why wouldn't fucking Red Bull have Perez? He's been up there so many times this year. China, Perez 1, Perez 3. I mean, look at this. Miami, you can say, he's been bad. The fact that they do it Imola and Miami. Where is Perez? Oh, fourth. So Miami, he was 4. Imola, Romagna. That was a bad race, so 8th. Then Monaco, DNF, Canada, DNF. So, one slightly good race. He finished 4th. Then one slightly bad race. Finished 8th. And then 2 DNF. Rest of them have been P2, P2. The fuck? Oh, that was a bad race. But I think he at least got points. Yeah, 5th. Then we have one more P2, P3. So it's like half of the race have been good. And people wonder why Red Bull want to keep him.
Position and run away with it. This could be.
So he can easily be P2 this race. Or P3 again.
Rain levels, I think.
Yeah.
But no, Mercedes for some reason will be good
as well.
Oh.
No surprise. I love the way you're allowed to say boring. I held it in because I was like...
No, you didn't. I saw it on your face. You literally snoozed.
I was going to
For audio listeners, you were like...
I was going to banter.
I love how for audio listeners, I didn't even explain it. I said for audio listeners. But you were doing a sleeping face.
I did this.
Yes. You were sleeping.
Indeed.
Are you of the same opinion then?
Literally copy and paste everything you said. It would be... I'd be amazed if Red Bull
One
struggled
more
here.
fish for the collection.
Don't feel like they're going to be Bahrain,
Oh shit, I
absolute
need to place
masterclass, see you later.
that down.
I just think it is very much more their kind of circuit. And if Max can win at Canada when it's not their circuit, he can certainly do very well at the Spanish Grand Prix.
He will.
Okay, let's go to our top 3. In third place.
Third place, Sergio Perez. Oh, fuck me. No! Go away, Ad. We don't need you. At least when it's fucking... I think it was 18 seconds. God damn it, so long. Oh, some beautiful Minecraft music. one more ad. Let's see. 4 or 5 more fishes we can collect. Yeah, what kind of ad is this? Nothing interesting. And we can go back.
Lando Norris.
Lando
He's going to be on the podium.
No, he should be P2.
McLaren are going to be good.
Or
It's going to be a
P1.
ding-dong battle between McLaren and Ferrari for second place.
The fight for P2 is back.
Is so back. It's so back, and Lando's getting third.
Interesting. P3, I've gone for
Sergio
Perez.
Perez. True.
Wow, you really are. You're back in this, aren't you? You are
I
back
could
in
be.
this.
This could go horribly wrong.
He can't.
But I am back in
Sergio
Sergio
Perez.
Perez this weekend.
So I've just had an absolute nightmare because I've just said it's Ferrari versus McLaren, then a biggest good surprise, Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, you're fucking retarded. The Coupe and the Mercedes will be good, and then you think about, wait, McLaren, Ferrari, Red Bull exist. Oh, Mercedes will just be where they have been. So their upgrades will just be that, nothing else.
So
You're spreading
this
your
is-
eggs, right?
Well, yeah, but I'm also going completely because it's not a fourth place for Lewis Hamilton is probably not going to be biggest good surprise. Yeah, maybe I am going to spread my eggs here. So second place is going to be Charles Leclerc because it is.
I mean, that could actually happen, but I believe more London Norris. Charles Leclerc can be fighting for P3. London Norris will be fighting for P1. So, god damn it! I could have missed so many hits.
It just is. What a man. What a legend. Ferrari, I do genuinely believe, and not just from delirium, that they will be better. I don't actually know what the weather is saying
Doesn't
right
look
now.
like a new
Let's
fish.
have a look.
I saw warm, but it could change.
Oh, Sunday rain, potentially. Light rain.
Oh.
Currently forecast
No,
for
no more
Barcelona.
light rain.
But I don't think that will probably happen. It's quite warm out there. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think that it will be close. I also think Lewis Hamilton will be in the top 3, but I'm not going to predict that. Because,
Spoiler alert.
well, yeah, I mean, come on.
He will not be top 3.
We just had a whole conversation about who's going to win.
Yeah.
P2, I have gone for Lewis Hamilton.
Ooh.
Oh, he's retarded. Lewis Hamilton will not be up there. There's so much copium.
Yeah, same logic as you. Very good around here. I did also cast my mind back to 2022 when he drove that brilliant race there. He did well last year as well. So I'm backing two people that you could argue, I mean, Perez is in a lot worse of form than Hamilton, but two people that maybe aren't in the best of form. And I'm backing them both. What could go wrong?
I mean, it is very... I mean, it's not great
Why
reading, is it?
back both and just go with one? I mean, like, if you get everything correct, like Perez doing everything good, then you will look super smart.
Right now, when it's the Russell
With
versus
140
Hamilton
IQ.
head-to-heads this year, it's very heavily in George Russell's favour. Yeah, let's have a look. What have we got here? 2024. Okay, so George Russell beat him in the first race, beat him in the second race, beat him in the third race, beat him in the fourth race, beat him in the fifth race. Yeah, it's 7-2. Okay.
Wow, okay.
7-2 to George in the races and 8-1 in the quali, which, yeah. But I think Hamilton will turn it round, and
He will not.
if not, then he will be back in the media saying things that make everyone question what's going on at Mercedes once more. Let's go to first place then. Spoiler alert, Max Verstappen. What more is there to say?
That's my line.
That's the bingo line. Cross it off your bingo card. I fully back Max Verstappen, but I'm also going to wink straight down
You're not backing Lewis Hamilton and Mercedes. The fuck?
on the camera and say, look,
You never know.
we could be doing something right now, because the last time I fully backed a driver in Canada, they didn't finish and were on hard tyres in wet conditions, and yeah, so let's see. Let's see what powers.
P1, Max Verstappen, of course. It's been surprising.
I love the way you say that. Like we've had Max dominating every single race. Just like Max, of course.
But he hasn't, has he? I think
No.
that's the surprise of this season so far. That even the last race, he drove a brilliant race to win, but he was. Well, his Red Bull was beatable. Someone else could have easily won there, and we would have gone into, this race with Max.
Yeah, and thanks to Lucas Sargent, Landon Norris didn't get the win. So depressing.
Having lost more races than he won, which would have been a wild thing to predict at the start of the year.
Okay, so fingers crossed this doesn't come true. Otherwise, people might be very angry with us.
No, they won't. Best
No, they
circuit in the
won't.
world.
They'll enjoy a race. Doesn't matter if Max Verstappen wins, as long as it's a close race. But I don't think this one's going to be close. One crazy prediction.
Oh, crazy prediction. What can be a crazy prediction? Let's see. Williams will get points. Alex Albon will get points. Let's see. 7, 8 Mercedes, so 9 and 10. Crazy prediction. Man, I don't know any crazy prediction. What can be crazy prediction? Let's say it. Lewis Hamilton and George Russell have uncontact with each other.
Max Verstappen Grand Chelem.
Please keep watching.
Yep, he's getting pole position, leading every lap, fastest lap. That's what.
Yeah, probably. But I want more to see Lewis Hamilton and George Russell have some contact with each other that can maybe ruin both of their races or just one of them.
Grand Chelem
race.
is right.
Pole, win, fastest lap, leads every lap. Yeah.
Yeah.
My one crazy prediction is a crazy prediction that it's
Why not say he will also lead every practice also?
a crazy prediction, and it's that Lewis Hamilton outqualifies George Russell.
Oh,
Cash in that loophole.
Loophole using bleep.
But they will not
You
happen.
disgust me. That is, I mean,
That
fair
is
enough.
a
Zach,
masterclass of
you've,
a loophole there.
I mean,
Can't wait for him to be outqualified by Russell by half.
And still, he said Oscar Leclerc. Why don't they? I mean, that's also a loophole, but nobody cares. That's weird.
A second, but it's a
not
great
like
loophole
Q1 or something.
nevertheless.
It's a great loophole. Disgusted.
Is it the Oscar Leclerc a great loophole also? And he didn't even mention. They just saying Charles Leclerc, or the Leclerc name in the biggest flop. That's, man, he's the biggest Ferrari Charles Leclerc fan. Didn't even recognize Leclerc's name was mentioned in biggest flop.
Actually, I didn't even think of that. 3 crazy predictions. First and foremost, David Doherty 8, a Sainz win.
Nope, he will
Okay,
fucking not
we
happen.
haven't even really mentioned him at all in this predictions.
Max Verstappen will win easily. If he doesn't win, it will be a Lando Norris win. If Lando Norris doesn't win, it will be a Sergio Perez win. If Sergio Perez doesn't win, then it will be a Charles Leclerc win. And then it will maybe be Carlos Sainz or Oscar Piastri. Also, one more fish for the collection. Or probably not, because I believe this is the third time I get the glitter yellow light blue.
No.
But
Rumour has it that he might find out where he's going this weekend, but who knows?
fingers
Been
crossed.
saying that for about 3 months.
Yeah, would love to know at some point. STG613, Sauber will get their first points of the season.
Oh, if both Mercedes cars DNF. Then it could happen. If not, then it will not happen. Also, one more fish for the fish collection. Also, it look like I don't know his name in. Yeah, what the fuck that's called? The little. Oh my god, the fuck is the name? Where do we have it? The little mermaid. Fuck me. Yeah, we get this amazing movie when we show cartoon. Now we have the real one. So the Little Mermaid. And this is the correct spelling of that. Den lilla sjöjungfrun. Let's see. Yeah, back to the Future. Yeah, if that happen, they can get the first points.
To be fair, Joe had an absolute banger of a race last time out.
He did.
Last time out, last Spanish Grand Prix, finished 9th. So let's see.
Oh my god, can you get the first points this season? That would be so amazing. Please
He
happen.
will need it. He'll need to just not qualify 20th and have a good race. That would be good for him. And finally, racing numbats. All cars finish the race. No safety car or red flag.
So much hype around Spanish Grand Prix, isn't there?
It is the greatest race ever. It will be missed.
The fuck? What did
That's all cars.
all cars finish the race? No safety car, no red flag. I mean, that would be so amazing if that happened in the Canadian Grand Prix. And then Lando Norris could maybe have won either the race with a big gap to Max Verstappen, or it will be a fight in the end between Lando Norris and Max Verstappen, and maybe Lando Norris will still have won the race. But nope, Logan Sargent ruined everything.
Finish the race. No safety car or red flag.
So much hype around Spanish Grand Prix, isn't there?
It is the greatest race.
One more
ever.
fish for the
It will be
collection.
missed dearly.
Well,
But at least we
Cyan
don't have
Black.
testing around there, so we don't have to
True.
see it as much. So we just see it during the Grand Prix
so we
weekend.
don't know. We're only 99% sure that Red Bull will be clear,
Yeah,
as opposed to 100% if we'd have done testing there.
exactly. So
I'll take a picture for the circuit, the Barcelona Catalonia reaction, and it's just
And actually, it's quite funny as well that for some reason, I wasn't filled with delirium and Ferrari, this, that, and the other after we've just come off the back of being at Le Mans and watching Ferrari win back-to-back Le Mans 24 hours. So I'm proud of myself for actually engaging my brain for once.
well done. Yeah, you could have been on the hype train. We didn't jinx Ferrari like a lot of people
Yeah.
thought. I was
Oh, yeah,
very
where's
concerned when the
Juice
door
jinx?
was hanging off at the end.
Yeah, me
but-
too. Very much so. Yeah, I'm really glad that they didn't lose
Oh god damn it.
in the
Continue.
last sort of half an hour or something. But
Yeah.
but they won, so we don't curse people
Big
anymore.
dubs.
No.
So,
Well done, Ferrari.
Thank you, everyone, on to Ferrari. They're going to win again this
30,
weekend. I've just turned on
36,
delirium again. So yeah,
39.
thank you very much, everybody.
48.
Thanks for
Disregard
listening.
all match predictions.
Cancel everything. Goodbye.
Okay, go away. Go away. That's done. Ah, no fucking Mercedes hype. Go away. Okay, let's see. We have 24. Plus 6 is 30. Plus 6 is 36. Plus 3 is 39. Plus 9 is 48. So we have 16, 20, 28, 37 plus 48. Let's see. 8 plus 9, 17. So 97 plus 10. Then we have 30 left, so 37. So we are up 1,637. So we is 363 left until we are at 1,700. Then just 1,000 left to get to 2,700 tropical fishes. Let's see. The nice collection of all the fishes. Okay, let's see. Do we have? We should at least have on white. I know. On white glitter. Oh, that I wanna see. Do we have the clownfish or do we not have the clownfish? The clownfish. Do we have the clownfish? No, we don't. How many are they? They are 20. 20. How many? How many should it be? 20. Where do we have the tropical fish? Tropical fish. Let's see. There we have it. It's 6, 12, 18, 22. And I don't know what the two last one is actually. I mean, I can look it up. But why should I, when it could be more fun that I can collect 2,700 tropical fishes before I even collected all the different normal fishes. Back to looking for the... Oh shit, I still have not done. I need to do that one day. Oh, there we have the shulky box. That was missing. That I didn't place down right. Oh, 100% light blue. 100% magenta. And bug, looked like I saw crawling down. Or like crawling. A snake is crawling. There we have the white one. Do we have any here? Nope. Do we have any? Nope. Snooper magenta. Snooper magenta. God damn it. I mean, it's good that I get one more for the collection, but man, why didn't I fucking remember to fix this? White glitter. Nope, we have a white glitter. God damn it. Stripy. Light blue. And also stripy light blue. Okay, -2. White glitter. Oh my god, third time we got a white glitter. That's boring. Stripy light blue. This is our second stripy light blue. The beef, fishes. And then we remove everything else. Except C and maybe D. Oh shit. That's really few bee fishes. Oh my god, we need to take more. Okay, some F. Where is the F? The flopping Lewis Hamilton. Dasher. Flopper. Flopper. Let's see, what more can we remove? We take the G1 and we can maybe take the K also. Okay, maybe not the K, but at least the glitter, not the cob. Glitter. And we... Okay, we need to place down some fishes before we can do any more moving fishes around. Oh, one briny. Only one. Okay, let's start. Let's start the fun. Now the fun begins. Pink, brown, Betty. And first one we already have. Pink, brown, Betty. Light, gray, orange. When I said this so slow I forgot what the last color was. Light, gray, orange. And then we have blockfish, Yellow, white. I believe we have already yellow, white. And for some reason we don't. Okay, one more fish chest. We need more wood. Oh, we need even more wood. Yellow blockfish. Was it yellow blockfish? Yep. Yellow blockfish. Blockfish. Yellow. Blockfish, yellow. Nice. But we can't do anything yet. That's boring. Black, white. Black, white. Oh, one more fish for the collection. Black, white. Magenta cyan. Purple, green. Purple, green. Oh, we have purple, green. Let's see. Have anything interesting got released? I mean the Beyond the Great stuff with Tom Clarkson and James Allison have happened, but fuck me, I don't wanna watch fucking a 49 minutes copium clip about the progress Mercedes pretends have made. Nothing from the race. Nothing from the F1 world. Nothing from Peter Windsor. I mean, I can maybe watch anything from Kym Illman. And maybe Aidan Millward, but probably not. So we continue. Yeah, brightly. White, brown. White, brown. Nice. Then we have Dasher. No clayfish. Pink, red. I think pink is here somewhere. Dasher pink. Dasher lime. Dasher green. Or am I wrong? No, I was wrong. Dasher pink. There we have Dasher pink. Dasher pink red. Nope. Dasher pink red. Do we have red orange? Red orange that we also have. And then we have the flopper fish, the Lewis Hamilton fish, flopper light blue pink. That and fish we also have light blue pink, white gray. Cyan green. Yellow light blue, but it's a glitter. Yellow light blue. And that's also one we have. Black white. Do we have black white? Yes, we have. Light blue cyan. And brown we had also light blue cyan. Boring. We have that also. Yellow cyan. Also, god damn it. Purple red. Purple red. Let's see. Brown light blue. Glitter purple red. Glitter purple red. There we have glitter purple red. And also we have also purple red. Okay, it was a good start and then it just went bad. Cob will take now. Cob. Man, so many cob. Let's see, we move them up. And then we can take the snooper. Snooper. we can take some spotty. Man, so many glitter that was just nothing to have. Let's see. Okay. Cob yellow cyan. Yellow cyan. Nope. Green brown. Lime yellow. God damn it. White cyan. Oh no. No, the cob will also do the same. Cob white gray. Pink lime. Cob pink. Pink lime. And that we also have cyan orange. Nice. And black, light blue, I believe that's red. Black, light blue. Boring. Green, black. Green, black. Oh yeah, this episode 2 for Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones, yeah, Game of Thrones. House of the Dragon will also happen on Sunday, or I believe Monday for people not in USA probably. Orange cyan. So that will be interesting. What will happen after the stuff that happened in episode 1? Orange cyan. Okay, Snooper orange. Snooper orange. Snooper blue. Snooper lime. Snooper orange. There we have Snooper orange. Snooper orange cyan. Nice. Blue, light blue. Do we have any Snooper Blue? Snooper. Oh my god, a red Snooper Blue. Blue, light blue. And there we have blue, light. No, light grey. The fuck? Light blue. Oh, don't we have any? Oh, there we have. God damn it. Light blue. Purple. There was purple. Purple, light grey. And that we also have. Oh, it's fucking spotty. Spotty. Nope. Purple, light grey. Nice. No, purple, light grey. Light grey, green. Light grey, green. Light blue. Spotty, light grey. Spotty, light grey. Nope, I'm just blind again. Light grey green, spotty light grey green. They have a light grey and also light green. Light grey green, light grey green. Yellow, light blue. And that we also have. Oh, that's maybe that one I thought that I already have. Yellow, light blue. Instead of the blockfish. Yellow, light blue. Yellow, black. Yep, we also have that. Pink, green. And that we also... Man, so many... this must be a new record of... of fishes that are copies of what I already have. So boring. I mean, I picked up 48. Usually I pick up 39. So 9 more fishes that can make the stats go up. Orange, light blue. Orange, light blue. It start bad with stripy. Brown, pink. Brown, pink. We don't have brown, pink, orange, black. Orange, black. Red, light gray. Red, light gray. No red, light gray. Yellow, blue. Nope. Blue, pink. Cyan, brown, gray. Cyan, they were cyan, brown, gray. Okay, only cyan. Cyan, black. And that we also have. Cyan, black, cyan, black. Okay. Yellow, blue. Yellow, blue we also have. Blue, pink. Ah, we don't have blue, pink. Blue, pink. Nope. We need more wood. Let's see, can I remember that? Should be stripy, and then blue. Stripy, blue, blue. We can get some more wood while we... Yeah, I need more wood in that also. I need some more wood. More wood for the people in need. Oh wait, didn't I? Yeah, already. Wait, the fact, did I? I did. Okay, for the future chest that will be made. Let's see. Okay, brown, white. Nope. Brown, white. Nice. No, it's fucking sunstreak. Brown, white. Gray, purple. Let's see, blue, orange. Blue, orange. Fuck. That way. Let's see. Place this here. Now, when we have nothing in the inventory, we can start moving this stuff. Let's see. Oh, I need those some blocks. No. We need... we'll take stone. Then we need blockfish. And then the briny. And then we just move up the clay fish. And then the dasher. And the flopper. We need to do it that also. No, I need to do that. Let's see. First we take the glitter. Then the cob white. Or cob white, we take the cob. And then snooper. Spotty, the stripey. The sunstreak. So now we fixed all the full colored chest. Oh yeah. Time for the most boring thing ever. Go through every fish so we make sure that we don't mess something up. No, those fish would go together. Let's see, maybe I can. Maybe now I can maybe have something. Oh, there's something I can. The IndyCar 2025 Scully breakdown. We could maybe have it on while we do this boring stuff. Because I don't care about so much IndyCar, so I don't know if the 2025 schedule is good or bad. So let's see.
Okay, so in one of the bizarre moments of 2024, IndyCar resurrected Speed Channel, at least on Twitter.
And I don't know anything about speed, but hey, there's somewhat positive we can maybe say for IndyCar that they brought back that one.
At least for now. I thought this was just the funniest thing, and yes, Chase Holden
Purple,
is bringing
green.
back speed as well. But yeah, here's the schedule. Again, credible that this is out when it is, but there are a lot of things to talk about. And some of them are not necessarily positive, and some of them are interesting ideas that perhaps will lead to other things. I guess we'll say it that way. Start on the streets of St. Petersburg on March 2nd, which should be fairly close to the Daytona 500. That's kind of close to the 2020, was that 2023 or 2022 date that was really, really close to the Daytona 500. That's potentially a great lead-in from a Fox broadcasting perspective. I don't hate that. I really don't hate that.
care.
I think that's great. Thermal Club. It's extremely important. This was long rumored, that Thermal Club has now become a points race.
But will it still be equally bad racing?
For IndyCar, a points race at the Thermal Club, and it takes place, what is that, 3 weeks after St. Pete? That's not good. I'll just say it. That is not good. Not that the Thermal Club got a points race, but the fact that there is 3 weeks in between St. Pete and Thermal Club. Come on, man. Come on.
I mean, that sounds bad, being so much time between, but not like IndyCar would have made it more interesting if it was a race next to it. Let's see IndyCar.
Another
White, gray.
3 weeks to Long Beach,
Sign green.
and then another 3 weeks to Barber. Yeah, the beginning of the season is very rough. There's no doubt about it. Very, very rough from a scheduling standpoint, right? Again, all of these races are on Fox. That's great. The issue is that I would think going forward,
Yellow, light blue.
especially now, that you potentially have lead-ins from the Super Bowl and the Daytona 500.
Black,
The
white.
front half of the schedule prior to the Indianapolis 500 needs more races. And I would say the middle of the season, and I get it, a lot of these places are Midwestern and you can't run them in the wintertime. I get it. I understand that.
Why not?
Find places that you can run. Phoenix, Homestead.
Maybe start fucking driving not in USA, maybe? I mean, you're South America. Mexico. I mean, you have places where you can drive if you don't wanna... If you want to be in a sport more than fucking USA. And do like Formula 1 does. Actually be in other countries than fucking one country.
Places like that. Texas. Run them early in the season. Fill out that schedule.
Yeah, true. Or be in warm countries.
Once the Daytona 500 happens, and if you continue to get every race on Fox, my God, fill out the front of the season. Have it all lead into the Indy 500. Speaking to leading into the Indy 500, so on principle, so I'm very torn on this Barber date. I personally do not believe that you should be racing in Alabama in the month of May for IndyCar. Barber is
Yeah,
one of
I
those
like
races that I would like to see moved up a couple of weeks. That being said, this is the right idea. It's the wrong race, the wrong track. Barber being on May 4th means that Indy cars will be on track, although not at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, every week of May. That's a good idea. That's how things should be, I think. That means you compete against the Miami Grand Prix directly.
No, that's bad. Formula 1 is so much better. I mean, that will be so funny. I mean, he want the IndyCar to compete with Formula 1. But wouldn't it be funny if people watch more IndyCar when they aren't on the same week or weekend than if they wasn't on the same weekend? So you get more views for IndyCar if they aren't on the same day than if they are. But well, you want the IndyCar to compete with
I've been
Formula 1.
advocating for that for years. I don't think you should let Miami have a weekend in
Why
May
not?
where they go uncontested.
Formula 1 is so much better than IndyCar. Brown, light blue. Brown, light blue. Then it's time for the Cobb.
Formula 1 should not be impeding on
Why not?
the month of May
They-
in the U.S. If you're IndyCar, if you're looking at that.
Yeah. Oh, that would be so funny. Eller that is somewhat funny that Formula 1 race compete with IndyCar that always in USA. Eller maybe one race is Canada. And Formula 1 is 3 races in USA. And more people watch that than IndyCar. Green, brown. Green, brown. Wait, did I look it right? Green, brown, green, brown.
From a strategic standpoint is IndyCar, yeah, you should compete against them. And
But will you? I mean, still, it's in the car. How much competition is in the car to Formula 1? White, cyan. White, cyan, pink, lime. Pink. Nope, pink is out here. Pink, pink, pink. Pink cob. Pink lime. Pink lime. That was the last fishless. In that row, then we have Snooper, Spotty, then we have Stripey, and Sunstreak. Left to look at. Black, light, blue. Black, light, blue. Continue with the IndyCar stuff.
you now have an opportunity to do that. Is Barber the right thing? No. What I would do is I would move the Indy GP up there and do 2 weekends of time trials for the Indy 500, but that's a discussion and a video for another day. I will explain how that would work. I've had
Lewis
a Professor Know It
over
All
here.
video in the can for a little while, and we'll talk about that. But yeah, I
Blue,
think
light
May,
blue.
right idea, not quite the right execution yet, but I think it's on the right path. I think the issue with the beginning of the schedule is definitely the gaps, right? Definitely the gaps. And I do think, let's be honest, Thermal Club being a points race that's not going to be particularly popular with the fans. I'm very curious to see what happens.
I mean, if the race is the same like it was, this year, man, that was so boring. I mean, how do you do IndyCar more boring than it already is? Yeah, you make that the fuck that now was. Sprint racing IndyCar, man. Wow. Actually, how do you make sprint race in Formula 1 worse? You make it a sprint race in IndyCar. Holy shit.
With the Thermal Club from the perspective of working to win back a lot of the fans who were turned off by that event last year. I think there's a lot of work to...
What last year? Wasn't it this year? Or I'm thinking about the something else. That was the really bad thing.
Be done, but I don't think it's impossible. Don't think it's impossible, but there is a lot of work to be done with the Thermal Club between now and then. Indy Road Course on the 10th.
What happened? Where is... let's see, light blue, yellow, okay, there we have. I was wondering what the fuck happened with the yellow fish I was looking at. And there we have it, yellow, black.
Prize, Indy 500. Trust me, you guys know we'll have a lot of coverage of the Indy 500 as time goes on. Streets of Detroit continuing to be the race after the Indy 500. That shouldn't be a shock. That was on the IMSA schedule. The real bird down and unfortunate reality is that Gateway, while I think it's good that it moves to June, I think there's a potentially cool crossover with the Indy 500 that can happen there. The fact that that almost certainly is clashing with the 24 hours of Le Mans is very disappointing as a racing fan, and someone who, you know, had plans, and I guess I should announce now, probably unfortunately not going to be able to make Gateway. I was very much planning on being at the 24 hours of Le Mans by hook or by crook next
Man, come on. Watch Formula 1 instead.
year, so sorry Gateway on that one. I'll have to watch
most
it in
right
a hotel room in France, but yeah, that's disappointing for drivers and teams that wanted to cross over for sure. Yeah, I wish there had been a consideration there, but that might have been the only way that Gateway stayed on the schedule and was able to get on Fox. So again, can't criticize too hard. It's just very unfortunate that that's how it worked out. Elkhart Lake Road America on the 22nd of June. A good little kind of nice rhythm of races here. You essentially don't have a real big break. I guess there's a week in between Road America and Mid-Ohio. But then Mid-Ohio, July 6th on Fox. Then the doubleheader in Iowa on the 12th and the 13th.
Last
then
one.
the next week heading to Toronto on Fox. Great for
Blue-orange.
Toronto after being kind of mired on Peacock for as long as it was. There are some questions surrounding the future of that race that we'll have more clear indications of later on. But at least for next year, Streets of Toronto on Fox. And then on to WeatherTech Raceway in Laguna Seca at the end of July.
You need to be quiet for some minutes. We need to count. Let's see. 6, 15, 18, 23, 18, 20, yeah, 23, 28, 28, so let's see, 28. Will it be just 9? 28. Yes? Oh my god, minus 28. So a new record. We need to write that down. Where do we have? There we have it. Let's see, can I? Yeah, I should be able to change it. 28. See, copy that. We change that to 20. And minus 28 fishes. Save. So fucking no. Yeah, I wanted to press enter. So 1,609 fishes have been collected now. Minus 2, did I do that before? Wait, wasn't it minus? Or did I forget? The fuck? No, I have not written down, but I 100% believe it was minus 2. Also, minus 1. The clownfish was in the count. Yeah, the white one. The light grey. Oh, was it just 1? Luckily, I will be counting all the fishes today after the stream, because holy fuck, having this counting this is. But we can at least say minus 2. That I 100% know. So it's not 1,609. It's 1,607 minus 2. Could be more, could be less, I don't know, but after the stream I will 100% do this funny thing and count all these fishes. That will stare. And then, I mean, this is where the fun begins. Counting all. Oh yeah, that I need to do. Flopper blue, light blue. Flopper blue, light blue. No, not fucking light blue. I want the blue. Light blue is the second color for that blue fish. Blue. And blue. To make sure, blue, light blue. No fucking light blue there. And then we have blocked fish yellow. Yellow white. Oh shit. What was more? Stripy blue pink. Stripy blue pink. So this will be so fun to count again. Blue pink. Do we have any blue pink? Nope. Okay, now that's done, I believe. Now we just is placing down the fishes and then we will end the stream. And we need to finish the IndyCar talk.
Then to Portland, so I'm pleased to see that the schedule worked out, that it's West Coast back to back. although there's a week in between those, so I guess the trailers will be able to go back to Indy and then head back out west. Then the Milwaukee Mile goes to one race, Thermal Club points race, essentially replacing one of the Milwaukee doubleheader races. I don't hate that. I don't think doubleheaders are necessarily the best for the teams or the fans or the...
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, in Formula 1, I mean, we have even triple header, and he doesn't like even a double header. I wonder, is that really that bad for IndyCar? Or could it be something good to have, yeah, double headed or triple headed in IndyCar? Pink, brown. I dislike so much when you get stuck in the swimming animation when you're close to the ground. Blockfish, purple, green. Dasher, pink, red. Dasher, red, orange. Flipper. Flopper, light blue, pink. Flopper, white, gray. Flopper, cyan, green. Glitter, yellow, light blue. Glitter, black, white. Glitter, light blue, cyan. Man, it could have been so close. It could have been 100% light blue or 100% light cyan. Or light glitter cyan, I would have said. Yellow, cyan, glitter. Purple, red, glitter. Glitter, brown, light blue. Cob, green, brown. Cob, lime, yellow. Cob, white, cyan. Cob, pink, lime. Snooper, black, light blue. Snooper, blue, light blue. Spotty, light gray, green. Spotty, yellow, light blue. Spotty, yellow, black. Spotty, pink, green. Stripy, orange, light blue. Stripy, orange, black. Stripy, yellow, blue. Stripy, cyan, black. And the last one, sun, streak, blue, orange. Then we put that way. And then we maybe remove that so we can swim around with all the different colored fishes. That I don't care because I already have the imported ones in a chest. And this is just the copies. No. I mean, it would be such a nightmare to move them to another place. It's so many. I mean, 50% of all the fish I collect every time will go down here. So let's say if I collect 40 fishes, 20 fishes will always go down here. So if I have collected 2,700 in the end, it will probably be 2,700 fishes in this place also. Let's see. That one we pick up, and then one we also pick up. And then we continue, and then we end it when this clip is over.
For the sponsors, believe it or not, like, yeah, it's cool to have 2 races, but in my opinion, it's better to have 1 race and promote 1 race than to promote 2 races. That's just my opinion. And then the season ends once again at Nashville Super Speedway on Labor Day weekend. The whole schedule moves up a week. due to the fact that Fox has obviously the NFL contract, and it's important to get the season within the 6 months that the NFL isn't actively on television. The thing that I would say is, in terms of Nashville Super Speedway, in terms of the rest of the season, is that you have now an even more compressed schedule essentially than you did last year, or this year, I guess we should say. So,
Not the
what happens to
one more fish for
IndyCar
the
in
collection.
the other half of the year? The other 6 months in which there is nothing IndyCar on track, that's a concern. That is a concern. That, I suppose, will be answered later on in time. But, yeah, the schedule's a mixed bag for sure. But the overwhelmingly positive thing is that every race on that schedule is on Fox. So, obviously, we have minutia and details to talk about as time goes on. But I would say overall, very positive day for the sport. But very interested to hear your comments down in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this. And obviously, we'll be talking much more about this in the future. So subscribe if you got to this point. We'll see you in the next
How
video.
about no? Okay, go away. And we end the lap. Yeah, we continue, so we can end. Oh, one more fish for the collection. Flopped orange brown. Let's see. Can we get one more fish for the collection? One more, we can kill a zombie. We can kill a zombie. Do we have any more? Doesn't look like that. Nope. Then we go and end it. Oh, fuck me, counting everything, it will be so boring. Or maybe I don't really have to do that yet. Time to go to sleep. Okay, let's see. We need to write that down. Uh, 607. 1607. 1607. Yep. Yeah. So tomorrow probably will be more Formula 1 news, or maybe Formula 1 talk. Who knows? And then the practice for Formula 1, Formula 2, Formula 3 will start, and then day after that the IndyCar qualifying will happen, and then Sunday will be a lot of Formula 1 races. Formula 1, Formula 2, Formula 3 in the car. And then after that, House of the Dragons Season 2, Episode 2 will be out then.